Hello everyone, it's me, it's Clayton, and I just got back from seeing ACCA. Now, when it comes to this anime season, ACCA seems to be the show that's made for the fans of political dramas. And I figured it was going to be a pretty polarizing show based on its premise alone. With some of my friends complaining that it's too slow and that not enough happens in each episode to keep people's interest, whereas more patient anime fans actually find something interesting out of it. I'm in the latter category, but I understand why people consider it too slow. But let's get to the story, shall we? The anime takes place in a fictional country that consists of 13 different districts, with a monarchy in the kingdom of Dowa put in place in an effort to keep the peace between all of the districts. But like any form of government, there are flaws, with some people trying to break the system of ACCA, which is basically an overseer for all the districts, which is what brings us to our main character, Gene Otis. Gene acts as a member of the internal affairs for ACCA, and his job consists of him going to the various districts of ACCA of the nation to make sure everything is running smoothly. And that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. Now, as this is a grounded political drama, albeit with some obscure elements, the pace is overall pretty slow, and this will be a major turn-off for some people. It takes a good few episodes for the story to finally get rolling, but stick with it if you're interested in political dramas. Now, it also doesn't help that sometimes some of the voice actors seem a little bored when they're saying their lines. I'm saying this for both the English and the Japanese dub, because both for the English dub and the original Japanese audio, because especially Gene's voice actor acts like he's bored out of his mind when he's going through his mundane job, even though that's very much the point of the character's personality. To be fair, the anime does have some pretty interesting characters in side roles that kept me interested, like a council of higher-ups, that all of which seem to have their own different agendas, mainly Groschler and Lilium, and a director general named Mauve, who's blocked from investigating corruption, who is probably my favorite character in the whole series. But, like I said, the slow pace can be bothersome for some people, but if you stick with it, you'll find a story that's actually pretty interesting, as, like in any good political drama, there are hints throughout every episode of an underlying sinister plot going on. You just don't know who's involved with the sinister plot until the very end. The anime does a fairly decent job of keeping you in suspense of what exactly is going to happen until the very end, even though it gives you hints here and there, like I said, the Council of Higher-Ups, the Director General, and even a spoiled brat prince, who's voiced by the same man who voiced JJ from Yuri on Ice. So, the anime was animated by Madhouse, and regardless of your opinion of Madhouse before the series, I do like the art style that they made for it. Sure, the animation is a bit limited from time to time, and it never goes that over the top, but it has a nice art style that keeps you at least interested in how the world looks and how each of the districts looks, and it also faithfully respects the artwork of the original manga. Also, if you liked the manga, this anime pretty much follows the manga beat for beat, so as an adaptation, it is pretty accurate. So, when it comes to me recommending ACCA, it's really up to you. Do you like the fact that it's slow-paced and that it forces you to think about certain events that happen? If you are okay with a slow pace and you're okay with it more being focused on a political drama than anything action-oriented, then you'll enjoy it. But if you're looking for a faster pace and a story that gets going quicker, then you're not going to like it. For me, I enjoyed ACCA, but I understand why it's polarizing. I give the show a 7.5 out of 10. See you next time.